This is today's episode of the show. Um, so we just saw people in the world, like people who, you know, have been seen, pass away. That Malcolm Warner kid, Hulk Hogan today, crazy. And Ozzy Osbourne, R.I.P. dude, you know, crazy, you know. So I just wanted to make this episode, and today's, conversation is based around just how you live your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here, you'll never catch me, like, not once tell you how to live your life, you know? I'm out here doing what I need to do for me, and, I base all my decisions around what I need to get done for myself. So, it can never be mistaken that, he said this, I expected that of him. There is no expectation of me because, it just doesn't exist, So diving into, did you live a long life or the life you wanted to? For me, I voiced this, like, I intend to live a long life, and I don't expect anything of others, to give me a handout, you know? There are things that I've earned in my life, that have brought me a great deal of promise, and to not keep that with myself, is such a shame, would be such a shame. I'm out here looking at these events that just happened, you know what I'm saying? And then you see all these things that go on in the world along with it, and it makes you think twice about how you're living. And I think that for myself, I do this because it's not just that I've done it or I enjoy doing it. It has to do with me enjoying that I do this. But it's like a deeper sense of like urgency. Like, I see a way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, through all whatever I'm going through, I don't complain in life. I don't look at other people and go, woe is me, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has problems. And I think that seeing people pass away, especially at this level, Hulk Hogan, a Hall of Famer in the WWE, that Malcolm Warner kid, I was watching a post of just his evolution through life. And now, an Ozzy Osbourne, a rock legend, dude. Now, where are you going to stand amongst people like that? Because people like this just get a post, and you see 3 people go in a span of 1 week. And actually, the internet floods with all of these things, but some people just get a post, and they're recognized, and it makes me think, like, how am I gonna go, one day? And it's definitely not gonna be an unfulfilled life. It's not gonna be a life that's like, I wish I could have done that. I had the opportunity to take that, and I listened to someone else, and I did something else that's out of that I stretched for. I stretched. And I think that in life, you can either, like I said, listen to yourself, and man, I don't know these people that well. I just know that if you see their face, you definitely know that these people were seen in the spotlight, and they were seen at the highest level in the world. And I think of myself, like, where are you gonna be amongst these people? Because my whole life I've had things. I'm a martial artist. There was a point where I skipped a belt. I was an athlete in high school. There was a point where I didn't even think twice of being an athlete in high school because of my own beliefs, my own faith, and I have the utmost faith in myself. And the least I can do is encourage you to go out there and create a better life for yourself. Because, when all's said and done, it's not about getting the post. Like, it's not about me getting the post. It's not about getting recognized by other people. It's about, what are you fighting for? Your purpose. What did you leave with? What did you leave with? Because anyone and everyone's gonna tell the story about you, but what do you tell yourself? And I think that's what I'm aiming towards in this like little segment. It's that, are you okay with being you? Because I'll tell you this, man. Growing up, I had everything coming against me. There was not like one type of like adversity that I didn't see, not one type of struggle that I didn't feel, and I made it through. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you see people like this pass and it makes you think twice about how you're gonna go, and what is it about life and death that you're gonna see. Because you see things around you and it perpetuates. What you do, you can say like you reap what you sow, but your actions will either shape your life or affect someone around you. And it's a very direct thing about life. So I think that if you take care of your words, take care of your business, whether it's personal, whether you want to make it something into the world, make money off of it, then you should be able to accomplish that. And I'm trying to make that message, push it forward. I'm never the type of person to be like, through this week, or like through any others, passing, bro. Someone's gonna watch this video one day after I'm gone, and hopefully they have some nice things to say. But I'll tell you what, bro, before anyone has anything to say about me, they just have that dead look in my face. Through the things I've succeeded at in life, through the things that I've said in life, through the things that I've accomplished in life. And they always want to say something, and then they just stare at me like this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a dead stare. And that just does it for me. It gets me off. You know what I'm saying? Because I think of myself to the highest degree, and I think of what others accomplish in life almost every day, but it never gets to me. And I hope and pray, bro, that one day it reaches someone, to get their life going. Because I've not just seen it, I've not just experienced it, but this is the way the world is, the way the world works. If you're not ready for the judgment, if you're not ready for people telling you no, if you're not ready for people telling you you suck, then they're gonna get the best of you. And I'm gonna leave this video off there. Come on now. Again, RIP to those people, bro. And do not waste your time